Hi, guys. My name is Hannah. This is my persuasive speech over music and Disney movies. And my goal is to get you guys to appreciate the work and art of Disney music and Disney movies with this speech. So, when you think of Disney movies and Disney songs, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Some people think Let It Go. Some people think Hakuna Matata. Some people think Friend Like Me, Friend in Me, things like that. All of these are popular Disney songs from popular movies, and they all tell a story. When you think of these Disney movies and these Disney songs, the songs are what you think of that correlate to that movie as well. Not only do these songs help add to like a character's development, they can also help move the story along and process the movie as well. I'm an ex musician myself, and my experience is that I was able to go to a Disney workshop, a Disney music workshop, and see the production of how they make Disney songs and correlate them with the movie and how it's recorded and how the production is done. And being in that experience helped push me to continue music throughout not only high school, but to try and do it into college as well. And I'm here to tell you that Disney music is so much more than just a catchy tune, but can explain so much more and can dive into feeling of how a deeper feeling of Disney music and the impact of it. So, I'll start by saying that I understand that Disney music is for kids and Disney is a little childish and all the other comments that people say when it comes to Disney music. But what we fail to realize is that Disney wouldn't be Disney without its music and the soundtracks that go within these movies. Yes, the movies are themselves iconic, but the music also helps feed into that iconicness. Movies in general, though, wouldn't be as interesting or wouldn't even be put into genres without the music soundtracks behind it. Movies have soundtracks or a score behind the film to help enhance the feeling of the film or to bring the film more to life, to connect it better with you. According to John Williams, George Lucas, who was the director of the original Star Wars, said that the sound and music are 50% of the entertainment in a movie. And he's basically stating that a film wouldn't be a film without the music that's involved within the film. Music is a language. It speaks to us without directly speaking to us as a person. Music in film helps enhance that storytelling and to help provoke those emotions. It can help put the movie to life, to help us connect that movie to a real life situation or to how we feel and connected with our emotions. Music and films can even help create memorable moments between characters and even the audience as well. In Disney terms, music is almost always there to help develop a character or to have a breakthrough in a story or to help you break that emotion or find out why this character is the way there is. For example, in the movie Frozen, Elsa, who's considered the antagonist throughout most of the movie, sings the song Let It Go as she builds her ice castle and has her goes through a whole transformation. The song Let It Go initially started off as like a little cutesy song, a princess, little girl singing the song, going crazy. But then somehow that song ended up being a worldwide sensation and not meant only so much more, not only to little kids, but to grown adults, grown ladies who didn't get to experience that as a kid. This song, which is just about simply a princess who is finally able to unleash her powers and be her true self, which also means, as I said in the earlier slides, music and film can also help develop a character or move from one scene to the next. Music and film also help set up that atmosphere of how this film is going to go or how that scene itself is going to go. According to Catherine Kalanick, film music can unify a series of images that might seem disconnected on their own and can impart a rhythm to their unfolding. Basically saying that if you watch the film without the music, you're just going to see different scenes or different pictures put together with talking, but not really feeling what the whole point of this is. She's basically saying that by adding music into the film, it helps put all of that together and make it one cohesive piece and not just random scenes put together and somehow made into a movie. Disney movies specifically are known for their captivating storytelling, and their music plays an important role when it comes to creating the impact in these films and creating these films that become big moments or big films. Use the movie Toy Story 2, for example. In the scene where Woody decides to go back to Andy, and then he finds out that Jessie herself had a previous owner, and that's why she was acting standoffish, and that's why she doesn't like him going back to her owner. They play the song When She Loved Me, and then goes through a flashback of what Jessie's life was. Not only does it give insight on Jessie's character and how she grew up and developed and why she is the way she is, but it also shows Jessie's owner growing up and going through stages of life. You go see her go from little girl playing with horses to being an adult who does nails and has sleepovers and things. Tours are not part of her mindset. The song is a heartfelt, it's really nostalgic, it's actually really sad as well, but it does that to it's supposed to pull at the heartstrings. It's supposed to provide a sense of, this is how I feel as a young girl or a young adult growing up. You don't play with toys anymore. That whole music sets that tone for why Jessie is the way she is. Another thing that Disney likes to do is use something called leitmotifs. They provide like a sense of familiarity and can help evoke these emotions. So think of when you hear the trademark when you wish upon a star. That is the one of Disney's, I think, official trademarks and one of their known jingles that they like to use throughout everything. It's on their boat. It's a song that when you hear that, you're instantly transported into the world of Disney, the Walt Disney. You think of Disneyland, Disney World, Disney movies, Disney characters. They like to use different types of leitmotifs. Same as if you would use Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata means no worries. So they use something like that because you want them to not worry. So I know there's a lot of y'all thinking out there like, why is she going on a rampage about Disney music? Is it really that important? Is Disney music really that serious? I think it is. So let's kind of just imagine like, what if Disney didn't have these songs within these movies? So let's think about Cinderella. If she didn't have her iconic song of Bippity Boppity Boo when she met the fairy godmother, how impactful would that scene would have been? It would have just been her and a fairy godmother. Without the song, it's not really magical. It's just, oh, maybe she has powers. But when you hear the song Bippity Boppity Boo, it's magical, it's upbeat, it's, oh my gosh, she's a fairy godmother. She can change my whole outfit and she can help, make me better than what I was before. Or the following scene where they use So This Is Love, when she meets the prince for the first time in her full dress and he takes her on the floor and they dance and sway the night away. If the scene was there without that music, you wouldn't have gotten the same feeling of, so this is love. I feel so in love. This song is making me go into awe about her falling in love with the prince falling in love with her, and vice versa. Without those songs, without those themes within the movie, Cinderella wouldn't have been the film that it was. It would have been iconic or would have been called an original. They wouldn't have been remakes of it. Cinderella would just be a film about a girl who lost her father and somehow has to deal with her stepmom and her stepsisters. But then let's also think about another movie, like Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog is one of my favorite movies. So what if we start with the song Friends on the Other Side? That is the first kind of song that introduces who our villain or antagonist is in the story, which is Dr. Falliser. If he didn't have that song while he was meeting Prince Naveen and his assistant, we wouldn't have had that storyline. Or the scene would have been that impactful. It would have just been, oh, he's some regular old villain versus, oh, he's a scary and he has very magical powers type villain, but he also sucks. Without that song, he wouldn't have been the villain that he is. Same with the song Almost There. Princess Tiana sings that song because she's trying to embrace the feeling of, this is my restaurant. I'm almost there to getting my restaurant. This is my dream. If she didn't sing that song, you wouldn't have had the same impact or the same urge and feeling and proudness that you feel when it comes to Princess Tiana when it comes to making her restaurant. These sounds, these soundtracks that are within these films help embrace that feeling that they want you to feel, when the same feeling that the princesses feel within these scenes. It should get a second chance at fame for its production, its thought, and the hard work that is used to make these magical songs within these magical films. Alan Menken, who is a songwriter and composer for many of the Disney songs, goes through the process of how Disney music and how Disney songs are included within the production of making a Disney movie. He goes on to say, generally, you go from the basic story. There's some more words that are said. Then he goes to say, to what the musical style you're going to use to tell the story with. Then the next step is where the songs lie within that structure. He goes on to explain a little more, and then he says, once the musical drama says have those key songs in place, then the script and storyboard I made are put together. He basically goes on to say that to even make a Disney movie, they have to include Disney music. They have to find that magical song that's going to make that scene or make that movie, showing the importance of how Disney music is made to be in a movie. It can't Disney music A Disney movie cannot be made without Disney music. There are so many layers when it comes to Disney and the music. And The thing about us is that we have to do more as adults to appreciate what they really do, not only for the kids, but to reach the entire crowd of people. I even suggest watching the behind the scenes films that they Disney likes to incorporate onto their channel or within the company. On Disney Plus, they have the making of Frozen, the making of Moana, and I believe the making of Encanto. And in the making of Frozen specifically, they also go on how they make the iconic, or in Frozen 2, sorry, how they make the iconic um Into the Unknown. That song was a very popular song, and watching the production of how they make that song and how that song was portrayed within the storyline and how the animation was made, the animation could have been made without that storyline or without the music being made first. And when it comes to Disney, we as adults have to do so much more to inform not only ourselves and our peers, but the kids about the importance of what music can do to a storyline, and what how Disney music specifically can do so much more than just be a flimsy kidsy song, but can also be a song for adults as well. And I thank you guys so much for listening to my speech, and I hope you guys find the importance of Disney music and the magical music that is made within Disney into making movies what they are today. Thank you.